Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm that girl Nikki. So today we'll be doing a girl talk. So we'll be speaking about like female hygiene, sex, periods, contraceptives. So if you're interested in that, please stick around. Hey guys, thanks for sticking around. So before the video starts, I just want to apologize for the low audio. I wasn't able to find my mic when I was recording, and then also the camera was a bit blurred when I found out it was after, and I decided I wasn't going to record it over. So I must apologize. You can go on now and enjoy the video. Hey guys, welcome back. So as I mentioned before, other topics we'll be talking about. So first I'm going to start off with the first one that I want to speak on, and as I said, I'm not a professional. I'm just coming up with topics and then giving you my opinion on it. Okay, so first thing is sex. So for me, I believe that sex is only to be done between a married man and a woman. The reason being is that sex opens the door to a lot of things. For one, if you're underage, even if you're 18, I would suggest you wait until you're married before you have sex, because sex does changes things in a relationship. Once you start having sex with somebody, you're opening the possibilities for any and anything. So for one, if you have unprotected sex, you can become pregnant, and if you're having a child, you want to ensure that you don't just have a child with anyone that's casually, you just met or anything like that. So that's why I believe that sex is only to be done between a married man and a woman. Another thing is that sex, you can open yourself to STIs, sexual transmission, you don't know, so just keep that exclusive to someone that you would spend the rest of your life with. Another thing that I've known, or that I know of with sex too, is that sex opens you to spiritual or soul ties. So what that is basically, when you read the Bible, it shows in Genesis where God created Adam and Eve, right? And you know that he made Adam first, and then he created Eve for Adam. And it says that when the two of them come together, that's the same concept that teaches us of marriage, is that the two become one. So with the two becoming one as person, that's how you get soul ties. So basically, if you were to have like 3 different partners and you're having sex with all of them, you remember, you are getting soul tied to that person as well as the other person and the other person, and you don't know who they are going around having sex with. So you understand, you are having sex with 3 persons, but you don't know if each of them is having sex with 3 other persons. So imagine you taking on so much soul ties. And what I've learned about that as well is that sometimes some of us women, female, like for example, we're in college, we're going around, we're having casual relationships and sex, and then when we're ready to settle down after college or so, and we get married and stuff, when we take on all that soul ties, that can affect our marriage. Because if you ever notice, like, you've been in a relationship with somebody in the past that you had sexual intercourse with, and then when you're in your relationship now in the future, it's like you just can't get the person out of your head. That is a part of the soul ties, and no matter what you accomplish in this new relationship, you may have like stuff like you say, oh, my ex used to do that better, like, yeah, that can cause a lot of things. And as I said, spiritual soul ties, there's nothing to play with people, so we implore you not to just have sex casually. Okay, so the next topic is birth control. So in my opinion, birth control has its pros and cons. So I'm like 50-50 with it. Like, I'm for it, but I'm not really for it. And God created us, and I'm a Christian, so I'm going to give you my perspective based on the Bible. God created us, and he said, we must go on the earth and be fruitful and multiply. So in being fruitful and multiply, birth control would come in that, because birth control is basically preventing a birth. But one of the pros of birth control is that it prevents unwanted pregnancies, because there are a lot of young ladies get pregnant, they don't want the child, and then they go through the abortion, all of that, which is not good. So that is one of the pros in which it does prevent that. Another pro is that it helps to stimulate your hormones. So I know of persons, like I've known someone in college that she had like irregular periods and hormonal problems, and I remember when she went to doctor, they had put her on some, contraceptive birth control pills, and that is what had helped her period to start to flow. Because if you're going through life and not having period, that is not healthy. So he had to do something to help her to flow monthly like normal women would. So that definitely helps with it. So as it goes to the cons, though, there are other pros to it, but I'm just mentioning those two. But as it goes on to the cons of birth control. Birth control, no. What it does is that sometimes it has some stuff in it that causes hormone imbalances. So for the persons who suffer from depression day to day, that may not be good for them, because what that does with the hormone imbalance, it causes them to have mood swings. So you're maybe depressed and you don't have any idea, and you're on the birth control, so your mood swings is like from left to right, and back and forth, and you're all over the place basically. You don't know what is going on. So in that sense, it is not really, something you want to be on that time. Also, condoms, birth control, because there are so many types of birth control. You have condoms, you have the pill, you have cup of tea, you have so much birth controls now. You have the injection that they give you at the clinic and so forth. However, with me, what I think is that it's not fully safe. So you want to sometimes double up on it, because if you are not ready to become a parent, you want to prevent an unwanted pregnancy, you want to prevent a sexual infection, birth control cannot give you that. So that's why you have to go to other contraceptives. Then let me see. For me as well, with the birth control, what I've noticed that, especially for the females who they take I don't know if it's a pill, sometimes it's a pill and sometimes it's an injection. I've noticed after a while they get big and bloated, and I don't like that, because I really like my natural slim body and I want to keep that as long as I can. So yeah, for me that's a no-no. So on to the next topic of periods. So periods, yeah, we're female, we have to go through that every once a month. But if you do, I would implore you to, stay safe, stay clean, try to clean your body more than once per day. If you're on your period, try also to change your sanitary napkins as well. And there are foods you can eat, because I know there are a lot of females here that has problems with period cramps and pain. So there are foods that you can eat that actually helps that. And one is banana, the other is oats, and then the other is egg. So those are foods that you can eat that can actually help to ease the pain and cramps. Also, I know I've used it in the past. There's a hot water bag or bottle thing where you can put out the area, and that kind of ease up the blood clot, so helps your period to flow better and ease the pain and cramps as well. There are girls who take tablet, you have the Cetamon menstrual and the Panadol woman and all of that. I don't really like to take medication, so if you can find a more natural method to do it to ease the pain and stuff, I will implore you. What I've also learned over the years is that exercise is good. I know you're on your period, you're cranky, you don't want to move, you don't want to do anything. So who really wants to exercise? But it really does help when you keep your body active to ease the cramp and the pain. Alright, girls? We know it's never easy. I have this app on my phone. I'm going to link it also. It's called the Flow app. It's a very cool app. I find these things awesome because it helps you to track your period and so forth, and it gives you updates on your period. It lets you know when you're ovulating. So for the married couples who are trying to get pregnant, it will let you know when you're ovulating, so your chances of getting pregnant is more around that time. Based on your logs, it lets you know if you have irregular periods too, and it gives you so much stuff. Like it lets you know like what the different colors of your discharge or your period means, and it's so good. You can go download it. It's on the Google Play Store for free, so you can download it, and it's awesome. It's a very good way to track the period as well. Alright, so on to the next topic, and that would be feminine hygiene or female hygiene, whatever you want to call it. So it's pretty simple and easy, females. If you want to keep your hygiene up, eat healthy, drink a lot of water, stay active, exercise, those things will help you to stay clean and so forth. For feminine hygiene, we understand that females sometimes often use vaginal wash. If you do though, ensure that you read your labels, ensure that the vaginal wash that you use is all natural. It has no chemicals or anything in that may throw off your pH balance and then cause you getting an infection. We understand that getting infections is normal for some female from time to time. However, if you do get an infection, I will suggest you go see your doctor. Your doctor will tell you what to do and give you the proper medication and everything that is for that. In also, I should tell you, there are some foods and stuff you can eat that will kind of help to lower your chance of getting infections down in that area, ladies. Yeah, so you can drink your cranberry juice. I think everybody knows that. There are also natural remedies that people use, such as garlic. Garlic is a natural antibiotics. Some persons use apple cider vinegar. You have some other natural stuff. I won't get into because I don't know all of it, but as I said, if you're buying a vaginal wash, ensure you read the label, ensure you know what you're putting in that area, because as you say, the vagina itself naturally does clean itself, so it doesn't really need much. That's why we don't ask to use soap or anything, but something that is natural that will clean the area and leave it smelling fresh. For that area also, I would suggest that you keep the ears down there low so it can smell fresh and everything. To ensure that you wear cotton underwears, because that is better for it. It's more breathable as well. And then for that as well, ensure you don't wear a lot of tight clothing, because we know some of the ladies love the tight clothing down here, which is not good. You want to be in something that is breathable, where hair can pass through there, that will keep you away from the doctor and help you to save money at large. Also, there are other items that persons use to kind of lower the chances of getting infections, and those are like women probiotics. You can find them online, like on Amazon store. There are women probiotics and other supplements that women take that actually lower their chances of getting an infection. I have known of some women who mention about vaginal steams. For me on that, I'm not too about that, but if you do it though, I only suggest that you do it like once per month. Like, don't do it so often, because as we say, you know that the vagina itself naturally cleans itself, so you don't have to do too much. I understand less is more for me. For vaginal steams, I heard that it's also good when it comes down to like period pains. It helps to ease it, so you can definitely try that if you want. As it pertains to like the yoni balls or stuff that I see a lot of persons going into now and putting, I don't think that, like, something about that like just don't sit right with me. I wouldn't advise anybody to put that in, but to each is its own. But as we said, the vagina cleans itself. You don't have to do much. If you're having an yeast, just see your doctor and everything will be okay. Alright, ladies, it's nothing to be ashamed of. All of us have it from time to time, even one time in our life. So we just want to stay clean and keep everything away. Alright, so basically, ladies, and that's it for our little girl talk chit chat today. So if you like that, please leave a comment, click the button to thumbs it up. Let us know what you think, if you like more girl talks like this and the topics you like me to talk on. So that's it, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye.